I'm here again. My hair is messy again. I've got a cold. Hooray! Um, I'm in work tomorrow with the cold. I'm only in work for another 2 or 3 days now, and then I can have a rest. But I still have to go to work tomorrow. Yes. I went to the Ideal Home exhibition today, which was interesting. I did make a video. The video will be probably out Tuesday. I'm going to say Tuesday because I won't really have time to edit it until then. I'm probably going to go to bed quite early so that I can have a nice sleep so that I can make it to work in time. Ah, my throat's really sore. Everyone in the work has had this, more or less. So I suppose it was my turn, just for my last couple of days. Yay! Ah, my throat's really sore. So I don't know whether this is going to be a very long one because I really need to preserve my voice. Oh, yes. My At the Ideal Home exhibition, there was lots of beauty things. Somebody had this thing where they put gel under my eye. They were like, "Oh, look, this is going to save your eyes. Your eyes are going to be amazing." Look, and they just did it under the one eye, and and then they put it. It's like, oh yes, it looks so much different to the other eye. And then they're like, normally it would be £500, but we've got it here for £140. Do you want it? I'm like, eh. And I can see she wasn't really convinced that I was gonna. She's like, oh, we could do it for a special deal, even less. And I was like, I'm probably not gonna actually get that, so don't worry about it. So I've got this lighting. This lighting is a bit too much, isn't it? I've got it's just like completely rubbish, isn't it? Yeah. I haven't been in this room for a while, so I need to set up the lighting a bit better. But I don't know who's there because it says one person. There might be no people. There might be 150 people. Who can tell? Who can tell about anything this time? These hours and minutes and days are just, who knows what's happening, because I certainly don't. Anyway, the eye gel, I didn't buy the £140 eye gel, but yes, you can see the difference. Look, because my face is completely blanked out by the light. Can't see any, featureless. It's almost featureless. That's how amazing that. I think that's more the light than anything else, really. Anyway, I mostly look rough because I've got a cold, so it's not really made a very big difference. I had a goodie bag from the place, and it was fun. It was something to do for the weekend. Not that I'm not enjoying my work, but it's change from that, really. You know, you go to work, you do your stuff, you come home, you go to sleep. So, you know, going around and seeing lots of home furnishings and weird stuff and sheds was quite good. Nobody's very chatty. Nobody wants to ask any questions or say anything. No, probably not. So, what's been happening in the world? Nothing, or everything, or nothing and everything at the same time. Nobody really knows. In this country, which is the country of Great Britain, where people live, some people live, about 60 million, I think, at last count, nearly 70 million people live. It's going a bit wonky at the moment. I've got to be honest. Nobody knows what's happening at all. Who would I like to see in hell? That's an interesting question. Well, obviously, hello Terry, hello Bohemian Rhapsody. Obviously, the current leading lights of the country aren't really doing very well, so maybe them. But I'm sure I don't need to wish them there. I'm sure that's where they'll probably end up, with or without me. So really, I've got no input there. I'm sure they're very lovely people and have interesting inner lives, but their outer lives are not really helping anyone much. Oh my god, what a state is my hair at the moment. So yeah, I don't think I look rubbish, and that's because I've got a cold, and that's all. I'm sticking to that. I'm just going to have a little lie down here in my comfy chair. Relax. Yeah, that's a terrible angle. Yeah. So, I don't know. I don't want to see anyone in hell. That's not up to me. If you've read any of the religious books, it's not up to you to judge. It's up to the people that are in charge of whatever hell you believe in, if you believe in any hell. Not up to me. Not up to me to say what you've done with your life and what you've done with everybody else's life. But oh, I've just realised that my trousers I'm wearing are inside out. that sums it up really. Everything's inside out. So this time next week we were supposed to have Brexited and probably have to use up all the stockpiles, but that hasn't happened. So we won't need the stockpiles for another couple of weeks. Hello, Philip. So that's interesting. Yeah. Who can say what's happening? I'm asking, who can say? Can anyone tell me what's happening? It is pretty much so. Oh, this is hell, nor are we out of it, to quote Paradise Lost. There's a bit of Milton for you, a bit of culture. He knew what he was talking about. Yes, all the fallen angels. Yeah, chocolate and whiskey. That's a good idea. I've still got my big box of snacks, so that's fine. I'm not really bothered what happens next, and had a nice day out today. Got a lot of free alcohol. Small, tiny bits. You like just taste tiny taste. So it wasn't really one unit altogether because those tiny little taster things aren't much, and it was over the course of the whole day. But it sort of made life bearable for another day, really. And yeah, so that was nice. There wasn't any vegan ice cream at it this year. There was last time I went, and that was nice. And I had lovely ice cream, so I didn't have any ice cream. There was a brownie, gluten-free, vegan brownie that I was gonna get that cost money, but then I didn't get it. True story. Excitement. So there wasn't much at this. It was free. Is vegan cheaper? No. No, it's not cheaper. It's considerably more expensive. Gluten-free, doubly so. So gluten-free and vegan, you're looking at hundreds. Hello, Midlands Go. You're looking at hundreds of thousands of pounds or dollars, which is millions of pounds. I don't know. I don't even know what the dollar to pound rate is anymore. It's like, yeah. But there was quite a few twats, that's the word I'm going to say, running these stores. I got some fudge for my nephew, and the man that gave us the fudge was just like really, I was like, he was putting them in the bag. I'm like, don't put them in the bag yet, because there was 6 for £10. And I was like, don't put them in the bag yet, because I haven't decided. And he kept saying, they're going to fall over. It's like, I'm buying things from you. Don't be like that. Yeah. And then there was, there was a load of vegan fudge and stuff. That was very expensive. This is for my nephew, so it's like he's not a vegan. He doesn't care. It doesn't matter. And there was somebody that had sort of spices that you put in mayonnaise to turn into dips. And I was hovering there. I said, "Oh, it's spices," and he's like, "Oh, somebody's twigged." I'm like, "This is a different person, not the fudge person." I was like, "Well, that's rude to start with." Then he started saying, "Well, there was things to dip it in, and I didn't want it." And he had French fry crisps things. I see what you mean. Yeah. Anyway, I wasn't eating it. He's saying, "Oh, are you a celiac?" I'm like, "No, I just can't. I've got a bit of an allergy to wheat." And he's like, "Oh, yeah, it's good that you're not one of these people, because there's people that are like," and he was like being really idiotic. He's like, "Oh, and then these people won't eat these things." It's like, yeah, well, I can see why a celiac wouldn't eat these things, because they don't necessarily know they've got a problem with wheat until they get nasty cancers inside them and then they die. So you can see why they're a bit worried. I was saying to this guy, he's like, "Yeah, stupid people." He was going, "Stupid people, they make such fuss." I'm like, "Yeah, all right, be gone with you. I'm not buying your stupid spices." Like, apart from anything else, it was just a load of different flavour sachets you can put with the sauce of your choice or stick them on things. It's just like, this is a rubbish product. And there was also this woman with a pillow. It was a neck pillow, and I'm in the market for a neck pillow because I had one that I was using on a coach, and it's all the little beans are falling out of it. So I was like, "Oh, that looks an interesting pillow." And she sort of came towards me with this pillow that was like the face hugger from Alien, and just stuck it on the side of my face, and I was like, "It's really uncomfortable. I don't really like it." She's like, "It's excellent, isn't it? It's the best pillow ever." I'm like, "No, it's horrible. It's just like," I was like, "No, can it go away now?" She's like, "No, try it here." And she made me sit down. It was like, "Leave me alone. It's not a good pillow. I don't want this pillow." And yeah, various other people. There was some idiots. There was, who else? There was somebody else. Oh yeah, there was somebody that had rum, and he was trying to sell this rum, and it was, It was all right rum. It was quite expensive rum. I think it was from Barbados, and we were like, oh, how much is it online? He's, do you have it online? He's like, yes, but oh, I don't like online. It's taking away business from businesses and stopping people talking to each other and going to the business. It's like, fair enough. You want me to buy the rum now, but you have got this rum online, which is more expensive. You're actively trying to prevent me from buying it at a higher price, yes, but it is from you, I believe. It's I still might have bought it at a later date, but you're like, no, don't buy it, don't buy it. It's like, okay, fair enough, whatever. There was just a lot of people that were just like, what? Oh, there's another one. Somebody selling something. I don't know what it was. A choppy thing. There's a lot of choppy things. It's an American guy with a beard, and he was like going, look at the back of this. This is the words for the men and the pictures for the ladies, or the other way around. It was like, oh, shut up, you stupid idiot. I'm not buying any of that rubbish. Can you save more by buying more? You can you sometimes can. Sometimes buying in bulk saves you loads, and sometimes you look at the label and you realise it's a lot cheaper to buy them individually because there's no rhyme or reason. You just have to do it on a case-by-case basis, really. So, what did I get? Oh, yeah, there was another place they had extra strong agave liqueur, like tequila that had been aged for 5 years. But he also had some corn tortillas, and I wanted to buy those. I was like, oh, look, corn tortillas, how much are they? And he's like, but we're selling this as well. Are you selling these? Yes, can I have them? And he was just sort of like staring at me. It's like, can I have them? He's like, do you want to taste the tequila? I'm like, yes, I'll taste the tequila. Can I buy these called tortilla chips though? They're not chips. They were like they're actually like mini street tacos, blue corn ones, in a sort of loads of them. And you don't see them that often. Like, I'll buy them. And he's just like staring at me. He's like, do you want to? I was like, yes, I want to try your tequila. And he's just like, can I try your tequila? He's like, do you want to try the tequila? Yes, please. I bought something from him. He was just like, I don't know. I think this tequila is quite strong stuff, and I think he might have been imbibing his own product, and he was a little bit sort of like just. I mean, there's quite a few things that I might have bought if I wasn't just like, just leave it, whatever. So yeah, so it was a fun day out. I saw a lot of nice sheds and things. I'm not really in the market for a shed because they're all like 8,000 or 9,000 baht. When I say sheds, they're more like amazing sort of dinner party outside huts for having offices and parties and just hanging out in sort of a little house, a little outside house with one room. I want one of those, but the cheapest one was 7,999, reduced from like £12,000. I was like, ooh, if I had it, maybe. And then there was a big one that was about £30,000. I was like, ooh. And then they had a massive holiday chalet thing that said get £40,000 off the price. I'm like, well, that's not worth £40,000 anyway. So £40,000 off the price, I won't pay that anyway. I mean, it looked quite big, but even so. And so there was a competition. I was like, oh, I'll enter the competition. And then I realised it's to win a holiday, not to win the actual holiday home, which is disappointing, really, isn't it? So, yeah, what's been happening in this world? Nothing. Oh, and I see in your Americas, if anybody's from America, that report's been sent, and the Mueller Light report, with Mueller Fruit Corner report, with all its no revelations and nothing happening, and what was the point of that isms. So that was a waste of time, wasn't it? Has anything happened from that? Does anyone know? I know there was stuff in the past, but that's already happened. So nothing new. Nothing new from that, and nothing new from Brexit, and nothing new from anything. And I've got a cold, and everyone's happy. Yay, we're all happy. It's spring again. And it's my birthday in 2 weeks, and I'm very old indeed. I'm 100,000 million billion trillion and 12 years old. That's how old I am. As you can see from my ravaged face. Well, maybe not, because look, I've got, yeah. So the stuff that she put on my face, apparently, it lasts for a year, and then you'd have to wear it for another year. Every week you put it on. So maybe for £140, if it keeps your face together for 2 years, that would be fine. Now somebody said something about Theresa May, and I missed that because I was yabbering on about eye makeup things or whatever it was. Oh, and there was also some insoles. You could get free consultation. Consultation. I can't even say it. Consultation on insoles. But that was like 300 quid for the insoles, specially made insoles. But I've got some insoles in my shoes that cost me like nothing because somebody that gave them to me because they didn't work on their feet. Free is better than 300 quid. But maybe if I was in pain, I would buy them. So that's It takes having money to save money. It's true. And that's the thing with the insoles. It probably would be if you're Spain, because they had a guarantee for 10 years. And 10 years of insoles, that would be good. It does. If you've got lots of money, you can buy the best things in the world and they last forever and you don't have to replace them. If you've got very little money, you have to keep buying and it breaks, and keep buying and it breaks, and keep buying and it breaks. And then that's the end of that, and you've got no money because you spent it all on things that keep breaking. It is rubbish. Life is unfair. And then that's the end of that. Oh, I tell you what, something that's come up on Netflix, I didn't realise, it's the second series, The Airway, which I recommend, which a lot of people were very disappointed by the last episode of the last series, and were like, that's really stupid. But I thought it was strangely moving. It was ridiculous. It was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. And yet, at the same time, it was quite touching. And then it started again. I've just seen the second episode, and it's got Liz Carr, who's a British comedian who has actually been in the comedy club I used to run. She was in that. I sort of half know her, and I've seen her since then. And she's like, "Oh, hello, Elise," so she knows my name. Oh, she was in it. Second, how old are you in 2 weeks? I told you, 5 million, billion, trillion, zillion, billion, trillion years, and 12. That's how old I am. I know that I said 12 at the end. And that's how I know to be consistent, because probably the numbers before weren't quite right. So I'm very old. Yes. And then, yeah, I don't know. My nephew was 13 yesterday, I think. So happy birthday to him. So I bought him some presents at the Idle Home. I bought him some great presents, which I won't say, just in case he's watching. He probably isn't. I bought him some presents, so hopefully he'll like them. And I forgot to get my niece, who's one a couple of weeks ago, a present. So I'll get her something too. Ooh, take this away from my nose is going red. Magenta Divine really 60? I don't know. Was she? I suppose she probably was she? She's older than me. She's older than all of us. She's 60. Yes. So I'm not 60. So there you go. That's how old I am. Not 60. That's as much as you're getting out of me for that. I don't think it matters much. So, I don't know, I'm at a loose end next week. I'm probably going to go to Wales for Easter, maybe my birthday. Maybe not until after my birthday. I'll see how it goes, really. Who's 55? I'm not 55. Shut your cake hole. The shock of it all. How dare you? What? Right, I don't know. People are just very mean, aren't they? Anyway, how old am I? Not that. I've told you, 1,000,000, billion, trillion, billion, zillion years and 12. 35? Who's 35? I don't know. I'm not answering this question. It's an insulting question. How dare you? How very dare you? Doctor Mum, apparently, it's 10 years since she had her babies and she was 33, so she's 43. And her babies are 10. Unless the video that I was watching is older than I thought it was, and it might not be from just now. So, I don't know. Who's old now? Loads of people are old. Who's oldest? Bill and Ted. Not many lines on my neck. I don't know. What? I'm not a tree. I think that's how you tell trees. The age of trees. I don't think that's how you tell the age of people. People are very, very flexible. Yes. Hello. hello, all the things. Not many lines on my neck. Not many lines anywhere. I'm smooth, smooth as baby's bottom because of that special cream that the person put on me, probably. I don't know. Look, I can make myself completely blank from the light. I've got, yes, my bark is worse than my bite, Bohemian Rhapsody. Haha. Very tough. Yeah. Oh, in my goodie bag, I've got some cat food, and I don't have a cat, so so if Brexit does come to the worst, we've got some cat food to eat anyway, so that's something. Yay! And toothpaste, cat food and toothpaste. Oh, that was it. Free goodie. This is all going to be in my video as well, but they had. The free goodie bag was not free at all because you had to buy a guide to the place to get the free goodie bag. It's not free because you had to pay for it. And you can see what was in my wonderful goodie bag in full in my video that will be coming soon. Oh, the joy. Oh, the excitement. Oh, the goodie bag. Goody, goody, goody. Goody, goody gumdrops. Oh my goodness, I do need to sort my hair out though. Ooh, I don't know. It's not curly and it's not straight and it's not anything really. It's just sort of halfway in between everything. It's stupid hair. Stupid, stupid hair. Yeah, my nose is running, so I might go now. I might leave it. Dennis the Menace, yeah. Sorry, now I've got to blow my nose. So it's been nice. It's been joyful. There's been 6 of you, which is quite good for the recent things. As I say, I will put something up soon. But yes, I've got to go to sleep because I'm so tired and I've got a cold. So bye everyone. Bye Philip. Bye Bohemian. Bye. I can't remember who did it. Oh yeah, Terry. Bye. Who else? Midlands Go. If you're still there. Bye. I said Bohemian Rhapsody. Bye. Who else? Who else have I not name checked there? Anyone? Anyone? All the things.